The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. My name is Lloyd Luna and this is The Big Picture. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, wherever you're watching from around the world. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Everybody who are already on our stream, maraming salamat. Cyril, Randy, Ibeth, Mira Den, Jen, John Francis, guest ko kagabi. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Is the 12th day of August, araw po ng Miyerkules. Kumusta po ang inyong Miyerkules ngayong linggong ito? Please comment where you're watching from para po malaman namin kung saan kayo nanonood. Makita natin kung gaano kalawak ang reach ng TNC. And if you are already watching, please do share our live stream link. You can also organize your own watch parties para po maraming makapanood ng ating episode for tonight, which I promise you, as I always do, will always be inspiring. Ha? So bawal dito ang hindi inspirational sa TNC. Jan Rosario is watching live from Pampanga. Sherry Ann Nakasho is also watching. She dropped by. Magandang gabi sa inyo. Oh, si Cyril is from QC. Cyril yan, no? Hindi Cyril. Hi, Miss Sherry. Saan po kayo nanonood? Anyway, we're going to have a very inspirational conversation tonight. So please hang on. This will be a 45-minute interview. But before I can even proceed, hello, Kat. Oh, Cherian is watching from Ozamis City. Dito po sa Mindanao. Kasi Marilyn Fraires is nandito rin. Anyway, before I even begin, which I already began. I wrote a column that will be out in the Manila Times tomorrow. Huwag niyo po kakalimutan kumuha ng copy or mag-browse ng internet. Sa Manila Times website po ito. So alam niyo na po, every Thursday merong column na lumalabas doon. So ito po yung aking sinulat at lalabas tomorrow. Hello, Glacy. I said the fun and frustration in online classes. The fun and frustration in online classes. Hello, Mom and Dad watching from Australia. Alam niyo po itong online classes na ito ay supposed to be pinaghandaan na natin 4 months in a row, no? Pinaghandaan. Because may mga nag-open na po ng mga klase nila. Hindi ko na mabanggit yung pangalan, pero may mga schools na nag-open na. And may mga narinig akong kwento na yung teacher is titingin sa camera. Hindi niya alam kung paano gamitin yung webcam and hindi niya alam kung paano i-adjust ang sarili niyang microphone. Now, for some, it is frustrating. For some, it's actually a source of fun. Especially yung mga estudyante natin na, alam mo na, sa likod ng mga teachers, talagang tumatawa. So, ito, pwede mo lang i-off yung webcam mo. So, pwede ka nang tumawa. You can actually private chat other members of the group or yung mga klase mo without really the teachers knowing. And then sa side naman ng students, may mga tumitilaok naman ako sa background, you know, the usual thing. And may isa pang teacher na tinatawag ng anak niya, baby. So, mommy, mommy, mommy. So many things that are happening in the online education system. So please hang on. It's either you have some fun or you have some frustration. Whichever you choose, it will really determine if ever you're going to succeed in this semester. Huh? Hello, Mary Claire Saint. Kaito is also watching. Anyway, so hindi pa po natin nakikita ang magnitude ng effect ng COVID-19 sa ating pong educational institutions at nag-i-start na po na malaman natin kung gaano tayo kagaling pag-adjust dito po, pag-transition sa physical learning papunta dito po sa blended learning. Most of the time, online po yung klase na ginagawa. Alright, in the meantime, if you are enjoying the show or if you want to enjoy the show with your friends, please do share our live stream link. Pakishare lang po na dun sa inyong sa lower corner left bottom na dun yung share. Pag kinlik nyo yan, pwede nyo i-share, pwede sa chat group, pwede sa group, pwede sa timeline ninyo or sa pages ninyo. I-share lang po ng i-share para mas marami tayong makapag-interact for tonight. Again, please mention where you're watching from, whether it's within the Philippines or abroad. Kung may papabati po kayo, ipabati nyo lang sa amin. Babatiin po namin yan, ha? So, ang point ko, again, is fun and frustration. Which is which? Mamili kayo. You know, adjustments is not, they are not actually overnight. But, format's nice. So, sana nakapag-adjust na tayo. But then again, it will take some more time para makapag-adjust. Yung mismong actual na pagtuturo ng ating mga teachers at pagkatuto natin mga students online. Hindi pa natin alam kung paano yan. I also made mention na yung mga teachers dati na nanghuhula lang ng grades, it doesn't, this pandemic does not restrict them from also making guesses yung grades sa mga estudyante ngayon sa online. So it doesn't really matter kung may pandemic o wala. Nakadepende yun doon sa character, saka doon sa habit ng teachers and ng students at the same time. So again, we just put this online. Whatever we are, whoever we are, talagang nag-i-stick pa rin dyan. Hindi siya agad-agad wipe out ng 4-month long vacation. Okay, good. So before I begin and introduce our guest for tonight, again, we're going to talk about a couple of things practically and more specifically, we're going to talk about the creatives industry, how they're coping with the crisis, ano ng adjustments. This is a creative industry. When you talk about creative industry, ito yung mga nakikita niyo gumagawa ng mga magagandang campaign material for organizations and corporations. Makita niyo yung mga brands, no? May mga audiovisual presentation and things like that. So, isang managing director ng isang company, ang guest natin for tonight. Later on, I'm going to welcome in the show. In the meantime, please do watch us also on YouTube. Hanapin nyo lamang po yung hashtag The New Channel because you can see us there kung kayo po ay hindi makapanood dito sa Facebook. So creatives, business in the creative industry or the creative sector. gaano sila ka-affected and what they are trying to do to survive this crisis. All right, so before I introduce our guest for tonight, headlines from the Manila Times. PhilHealth corruption shameless, according to PACC. Global count hits 20 million. WHO warns versus despair. Fraud difficult to resolve. Morales. Ex-Comelec chairman Brillantes dies at 80. Condolences to the family. PH to work with Russia on vaccine production. 50 village chiefs face raps over SAP anomalies. LGUs approve 1,502 telco tower permits. Fitch ratings government to spend more if PH recession lingers. EZA investment pledges fall 27%. And PSEI extends gains on lockdown hopes. Headlines presented to you by the Manila Times. For more news and information, please go to manilatimes.net or download their application at digitaledition.manilatimes.net. All right, let's go and welcome our guest for tonight, the managing director of H Creatives. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me warmly welcome Armand Sazon. Hello, Armand. Thank you so much for coming over to the show. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, Lloyd. Thank you. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat sa mga nanonood. Saka magandang gabi sa iyo, Lloyd. Salamat at in-invite niyo ako dito. Salamat.
Definitely. We would like to hear about your inspirational messages for tonight. But first off, I would like, again, after thanking you, I'd like to ask how you do. Kumusta ka? 4 months and counting. We are back to MECQ. You were what? You were trapped in Quezon City?
Yes. I'm still in Quezon City. Siguro for the past 5 months, I've been here, stuck at home. Actually, that's one of the problems rin, although yung creative industry or yung industry namin, mas madaling mag-transition para sa work from home setup. Pero yung boundaries at home, yun yung nagkakaroon ng, I guess, impact dun sa life, dun sa mindset ng mga creatives at saka yung mga tao na nagtatrabaho sa industry namin. Nawawala yung boundary ng life and work. And kadalasan, nahihirapan mag-adjust yung mga tao, nagde-develop ng anxiety, and then, siyempre, nagkakaroon rin yan ng impact sa unproductivity, at saka siyempre it just takes a toll on the person, and yung pagiging collaborative niya rin doon sa ibang tao na nai-impact na rin yun. Yeah. Pero, andito kami ngayon, we're surviving, we've been on a work from home setup for 5 months already. And counting. Hindi pa kami bumabalik sa office.
Wow, 5 months. And that is difficult, especially in your case, because I have seen people working in the creatives business. And they really have to be put in a place, di ba? Parang yung setup ninyo is work, you focus. Pagdating sa bahay, kadalasan yung mga creatives talagang they really maximize yung time nila sa bahay. So talagang almost hiwala yan. So yung sinasabi mo kayo na may blur na ngayon. So syempre kapag creatives ka, kailangan mo ng focus. E paano kung may baby or bata na, sinabi mo nga yung home setup. Okay, before we can we even talk about that, I want to understand how you dealt or how you're dealing with this crisis. Particularly when it started in March, what was the first thing that came into your mind? How did you assess the situation? How did you look at it? And ano-ano yung mga activities na ginawa mo? Nagkaroon ka ba ng lull moments? Nagkaroon ka ba ng moments na depressed ka din for a while? Especially in the first few days and the few weeks ng quarantine.
I think yung mga first few days, first few weeks ng quarantine, looking back, ang isang ginawa namin is really to keep our employees or yung my teammates well informed kung ano yung, kasi nagkaroon kami ng town hall. Tapos, dinescribe ko doon based doon sa mga nakukuha kang news sa iba't ibang sources, sa mga webinars na mga inattendan ko rin. And then I shared it with the employees. Kasi at that point kasi I think ang pinaka-importante at that time is for you to lessen yung uncertainty or yung feeling of uncertainty. Although, kumbaga mahirap man tanggapin yung reality, parang yun yung unang-unang kailangan maintindihan at saka ma-accept nung mga tao at that time. So, ang unang-una kong ginawa is I tried to get to know a lot of information about other countries, anong nangyayari sa advertising industry here and global, ano rin yung nangyayari dun sa efforts ng government.
Mhm.
Tapos, shinare ko yun, inorganize ko
Yeah.
yung information para at least we're all in the same page.
Yeah. You're doing this at the same time. What about dun sa business side? Because syempre, yung business side what are the projects na na-shelve for a while? I don't know kung may mga cancellations in terms of production and things like that. So how did you balance those things?
I think siguro for example, no, siguro mga 30% of our revenue comes from yung mga production work. So nawala na kagad yon, di ba? And then a lot of the projects, yung mga advertising campaigns, yung mga print, yung mga campaign na involving commercials, medyo nag-pivot kasi or nag-rechannel yung mga advertisers and then nag-focus sila doon sa digital means or efforts.
Ganun kabilis
Um,
yon? I want to understand na kakagad Ganun kabilis yung decision nila. Paano nangyari to? Mga first 2 weeks ng quarantine or within March nagkaroon ng shift in terms of budgeting? Parang lipat tayo social
ako,
media.
ako, I think sobrang bilis. In fact, if I remember correctly, in 1 month, may mga brands na malalaking brands nag-announce na kagad sila na i-close na nila. Wala na silang advertising budget tapos yung advertising budget na yon ilalaan na lang nila para sa mga projects na makakatulong sa mga tao. So, they diverted yung advertising budgets dun sa mga TV. Tapos, in fact, nawala pa yung ABS-CBN after a few months. So, that's another rechanneling of budget. So, may mga brands, hindi ko na lang babanggitin kasi hindi naman tayo sponsored. Pero, may mga malalaking brands na siguro a month into it, nag-decide na kagad sila na yung pera na nakalaan sa advertising, gugugol na lang namin sa mga bagay na makakatulong para sa mga tao.
Oh yeah,
So,
which is good and bad, especially kung nasa business ka ng advertising and you have this account. So we understand, we want to help, but meron ka din kasing binubuhay naman diyan, I mean, yung team mo. Particularly, di ba? Sige, again, papalalin tayo na palilin dun sa issue. Marami tayong pag-uusapan tungkol sa mga issues na yan. Isa-isahin natin later on. But tell us a story about each creatives, how it started, when and why.
sige. So, back in 2011, I started a corporation. Initially, we were doing a lot of videos for Ateneo. So, our office back then was in Katipunan. So, we did a lot of their corporate videos, yung mga lupang hinirang nila, yung mga alma mater song, yung mga videos nila para sa mga events nila. So, we started as a production house, in fact. And then, nagkaroon rin kami ng mga small-time branding projects for real estate, mga real estate companies. But then, after a year of doing that, nagkaroon kami ng opportunity to pitch for an advertising account.
Mm.
Yun
Pero
yung back then.
pero saan nanggagaling yung nag-start kayo ng production business? I mean, even before that, involved ka na ba sa what, I don't know, student council or saan
Mhm.
nanggaling yan? Paano nagkaroon ng ganong
Sure.
interest, to speak?
Sure. So, actually, kaya na rin namin naging unang client si Ateneo. So, I studied there, and then after nung mag-graduate, nagtrabaho pa ako doon ng 1 year. Nagtrabaho ako doon as a Office of Student Activities professional. Yung role na yon I engage with student leaders who come from organizations related in performing arts, in media and the creative arts, publications. So back then, ano na talaga
Okay.
ako,
Oo.
related na sa
Interest mo na. Interest mo na yon.
interest ko na yon, interest ko na siya. And then after a year, kasi parang nakakaingit, nung nagtatrabaho ako dun sa office, yung mga students, sila yung gumagawa, tapos ako nakikinig lang, di ba? Siyempre, meron rin akong itch, di ba? Na itch na parang gusto ko rin,
Ah, is it where the H came coming from?
parang, yes. So, nung time na yun, meron akong kaibigan, pangalan niya si Aaron Palabiab, shout out na rin sa kanya. Right now, he's a celestial photographer, content creator, sa YouTube na yun.
Celestial
Celestial,
photographer. Sounds
kakaiba, no? Kakaiba, di ba? So,
sounds solar system, sounds universe to me.
correct. So, he takes pictures of yung planets, stars, yung night sky, parang ganyan.
Wow, it's rare,
So,
right?
it's rare. And, so, siya kasi, kapasok ko siya nung high school and nag-aral siya sa Bigfoot sa may Cebu. So, meron na akong director kaagad noon. So, initially kami yung naging partners and then nagustuhan naman ako yung producer, ako yung assistant niya, siya yung mostly creatives kasi siya. So, ako yung nag-organize nung things. So, that's how it started. And then eventually, after a couple of years, yun nga, nag-incorporate na rin ako. Kasama rin naman siya doon, pero siyempre, it's not just production anymore. Meron na rin ng branding, meron na rin ng graphic design services.
So, ilang kayo nag-start kayo ng each? Officially?
Um, Siguro tatlo lang kami nung nag-start.
To enter into the creatives industry, may idea ka na ba more or less kung ano yung pinapasok mo? Or parang, sige, pasukin natin to, interest natin to, bahala na kung anong mangyayari once we get in.
I think dalawa yung nagiging route nung mga companies. Yung isang route, yung matagal na nagtatrabaho in an established creative agency or creative firm, and then eventually aalis dun sa company yan, tapos magtatayo siya ng sarili niyang company. And then the other one, especially nung back in mga 2007, 2008, yung mga resources sa online, yung mga stock images, yung mga pagbili rin na ng mga equipment like camera, sobrang naging mura na. Tapos, in fact, naging SLRs na lang eh. Ngayon, puro gano'n na lang. Dati, ang lalaki ng mga cameras, di ba?
Yeah,
So, nung nagkaroon ng ganong trend, nawalan ng barrier to entry dun sa industry na to. So,
yeah, I can
more,
remember. Dati, sobrang mamahal ng mga equipment na yun, di ba? Yung, in fact, naging, yung tawag dito, yung pinapalipad. Anong tawag sa pinapalipad? Nawala sa...
drones.
Yung mga drones, di ba? Naging democratic na yung pricing, so to speak. So, pwede ka nang bumili, etc. Saka yung mga rails na yan. Talagang practically, kung meron kang idea, pwede ka nang mag-start ng something. But going into the market, identified mo na ba kung more or less sino yung saan ka kukuha ng business or nandun na kayo and then sino pwedeng maging client?
Hindi pa eh. Nung time na yon, I guess the best approach was meron na kaming captured market. So client namin yung Ateneo at that time. So we just needed to sustain that. And then just develop your network, just develop your just do good work. Just do good work at the start. Yung bata kasi kami nung nag-start kami noon, so hindi ko pa masyado naiintindihan yung mga segmenting, yung mga targeting yung mga consumers na ganyan, how do you, ano
Oo,
ba yung
no?
value proposition. So,
Or yung
tapak lang.
differentiation, yung mga terminal na ganyan. And then you are pitching against I don't know, maybe small, medium or large scale production company or nasa creatives din, 'di ba? Nagkaroon ka ng
Oo,
ganun times na nakakasabay mo sila nagpi-pitch.
correct, correct. Oo, actually, sobrang fragmented ng industry namin. May mga media agencies, so yung mga media agencies, yan yung mga bumibili ng spots sa mga network, sa mga channels. Pero nag-offer na rin sila ng creative services sa mga clients nila. Kasi of course, they're trying to get as much revenue as
So,
they can. So,
ni-streamline na yun, no? Paano,
oo, so,
paano, yeah.
mhm. Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Paano pala yun? Naging threat ba sa inyo yun? Or how did you, what are the things that you did para hindi masyadong magkaroon ng impact sa inyo yung ganong klase ng sistema?
So, actually, siguro, I think that's very interesting for us kasi ang naging route namin dyan, we actually leveraged on it. So
Oh.
we partnered with media agencies, and then we acted as if we were their arm, official arm, as their
Okay.
creative arm.
So, hashtag collaboration ito. Kumbaga,
Yes, yes.
instead na mag-compete tayo, okay, kami na lang yung arm ninyo. Kayo na dyan.
Yeah.
Parang ganun ang nangyari. Kayo na dyan, kayo na yung bumida dyan. Basta kami
Correct,
tatlo.
correct, correct. Saka yan rin yung, siyempre kami, we were just a small agency back then. And yung nakaka-partner namin ng mga media agencies noon, malalaki talaga mga multinational, saka global network yon. So, just being able to work on brands who just prefer those types of agencies or companies is already parang credibility, building our credentials. So we got to work with big brands because we partnered with big agencies.
Paano pala yun? Do you get some credit when you present to another company saying na kami yun? Or paano yung credit ng material after you collaborated with a media agency?
Depende sa arrangements nyo.
Agreement, no? Oo.
Um, Depende sa agreements nyo. May tinatawag silang white labeling or white listing. So, pwedeng you represent their company. Pero pwede rin naman right from the start, you already inform the client na, okay, um, we're partnering with each, we trust them, they're our creative agency. Yeah. So may
Yeah.
mga ganon, depende.
So, really depende kung ano yung pinarmahan ninyong kontrata bago kayo
Correct.
mag-start. Okay, ang pagpasok dito, did it require you to raise capital, intensive raising of capital? Parang capital intensive ba yung business na ito? Or talagang uunti-untiin mo lang and then palaki na lang yung ma-generate ng revenue as you move forward?
Umutang ako sa dad ko noon. Dapat talaga hindi siya naging capital intensive, kaso lang yung style ko lang siguro at that time kasi bumili agad ako ng mga computers. I'm a risk taker kasi, and parang I like making those decisions kasi it puts pressure um to our group or to me to really work hard and really recover, 'di ba, yung investment na yun. So depende sa mga tao, pero I right now, knowing more about it, kailangan mong mag-capital budgeting. So that's something that I've learned recently actually.
So, ito yung isa sa mga parang ganong moment mo parang
Yes, 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 yes.
well, reason also is because I guess very natural do sa mga batang negosyante when they starting to misspend, because I can relate with you because when I was starting as an entrepreneur, ganun din parang paggawa tayo ng brochure. Uso pa dati yung mga brochure, di ba? Pa-imprenta ka ng 1,000 copies and then, oh my God, wala pang 500 yung natatapon mo. I want to change it. Kasi pangit yung change the identity or the logo and things like that. So, interesting na malaman na mayroon ka rin ganong moment. So, that's one of those things.
Yes. Definitely.
Gusto mong i-iron out kung makakabalik ka sa past. I wonder, hindi ka tatanong kung magkano, but I'm sure it's something. Si B, Bellarmina is saying, go H. Oo, sino yung nanonood? Oo. She's watching from Australia.
Oh, wow. Hi, B.
Oh, hello, B. Si Vicky, ganun din. Si Vicky Roche. Hi, Saz.
Hello.
Saan ka mas tinatawag? Sa Armand, or Saz, or Sazon, or H?
Hindi, well, kadalasan tinatawag talaga akong Saz. Pero kung medyo kailangan formalan, Armand, yan.
Okay, formal. So office, it's Saz.
Saz, correct.
Okay, very millennial. Catherine Kate Dalaga from SNDC, our sponsor, is watching. Magandang gabi daw. Oo, like ka lang daw sa napapasana all. Kung nakababa. Magaling kasi yung mayor nila sa Pasig. Tapos may project sila dito sa SMDC sa Pasig. So, yun. I-sponsor nga namin ito. But anyway, sige. I'm going to pause for a very short commercial. Sas, paano ko tatawagin? Sas na lang, Habang natin nag-uusap, hindi ko paano tatawagin.
Sas na lang.
Sige. I'm going to pause for a short commercial and then when we come back, meron tayong ipapanood sa kanila. Stay tuned. The Big Picture on TNC will return.
Since I got my new place, I've enjoyed every single day here. Hotel-like amenities, attentive staff, resort-style living, all in a premium location. So life here is easy and convenient. That's why I invested in another unit. I can earn more, and they can enjoy the very same things I enjoy at home. What a life! So much more rewarding. So much more to life. SMDC.
We meet beauty every day. We meet power every day. But are you ready?
Ready? Yes.
Beauty is power.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Big Picture on the new channel. Wow, interesting discussion. The creatives business. How one can start young dito sa creatives business. Before I bring back my guest for tonight, I would like to invite you to watch our other TNC shows. HR Hotline, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12. iBusiness with Dr. Mike and Berth, streaming from Texas and Tennessee. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Ford Project, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Dubai time. 11 o'clock po sa atin sa Pinas. Usapang Beauty, Thursdays and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. U-Turn, Mondays, Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The Home Buyer, Mondays, Thursdays at 4. The Puppet Stories, Tuesdays, Fridays at 5. TNC Marketplace, Thursdays, Fridays at 10. YOLA will be launching on Mondays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. The Talk, Mondays at 12. After Shift, Wednesdays, Fridays at 8:30 p.m. The Presscon special coverage ng TNC, depende po kung sino yung magpapa-presscon, TNC Town Hall, happens every first and fourth Saturdays of each month, 7 p.m. One day is second and third Saturdays every month. All right. So, again, watch our TNC shows. Lahat po yan ay para sa inyo because we want to inspire you. This particular time po kasi ng history na medyo lahat tayo nalulumo, nawalan ng pag-asa, disoriented at nalilito pa rin hanggang ngayon. TNC is here for you. So, we are producing inspirational shows so that you can stay sane. And before ko ilabas ulit si Saz, let's watch this because this is exactly what Saz and the company, H Creatives, are doing. All right, the general manager of H Creatives, Armand Sazon. Come on, come back.
Hey.
All
Hello,
right.
hi.
Ibang klase. So yun, nakita nila yung portfolio. Ang unang tanong ko is, how do you do that now?
Oo nga, no? Good thing na lang that we've been able to form good relationships with our clients. Kasi sa industry namin, there are different ways that you can engage with clients. Pwede kang maging retainer or pwede kang may engagement monthly. And then pwede naman yung per project basis. So right now, at least nasusustain naman yung overhead namin kahit pa paano nung mga existing set of clients namin na retainers. So
Buti hindi
right now,
sila bumitaw na. Pero kasi dire-diretso yung service na ginagawa niyo for that.
correct. Lalo na digital, ang daming content development na kailangan ma-create. Kaya in fact, magugulat ka na lang, past few months, marami pa rin kaming overtime.
Oh,
Marami pa rin, yes.
that's interesting. Kung mas lalong naging busy nung nag-lockdown.
Well, actually, even before naman, may mga over, kasi yung industry talaga namin, parang kadalasan ang dami talagang rush na kailangan ng mga clients. And we need to be ready, we need to be flexible and agile to be able to address those needs. So ever since, ready naman kami, even up to now, kahit nag-iba na yung setup, work from home setup, ready pa rin, ready pa rin.
Paano yung setup ngayon? Your staff are working from home na lang talaga sila. Paano yung mga machines na supposed to be, or dati nasa office ninyo? Do you still retain yung office that you're renting? Dire-diretso yun? Or ano na yung setup ninyo ngayon?
So ngayon, work from home setup lahat talaga. Sobrang bait ng landlord namin. There were a couple of months na hindi nila kami pinabayad, especially
Ano ba
nung
yan? Saan yan?
PCP.
Diyan ako magre-renta.
Sa may ano to, okay naman sila. So sa may Robinsons Equitable Tower to. Pero secondary market na kami eh. So yeah. So okay sila. So may 2 months kami. Pero ngayon, ongoing na yung pagbabayad namin sa rent. Pero kasi you need to prioritize the well-being or yung safety ng mga personnel mo. Kasi kung papapasukin mo sila and then you put them at risk, eventually, I mean, both at a business and at a parang social or well-being aspect, kailangan talaga, you need to take care of them. Kasi, especially sa industry namin, yung talent talaga yung, that's what we
Tao eh.
offer, di ba? Tao talaga.
Tao eh. Hindi siya yung product. Tapos,
Correct.
saka sila yung
So,
nag-iisip, sila yung nag-execute. So, tao talaga.
correct.
As in, yung mismong tao.
May mga machines kami, merong mga nasa probinsya, in fact, pinadala namin yung desktop. Pinadala namin dun sa kanila nung nag-GCQ. So, pinadala namin doon. So, may mga iba sa amin na merong mga computers na sa office na pinadala namin dun sa bahay. Tapos, sa tingin ko, malaking bagay yung pag-invest sa isang project management na online tool. And then, buti na lang na even before nagkaroon ng mga quarantine setup, ginagamit na namin yon. So, yung paglalagay ng mga job orders, kasi dati sa advertising industry, talagang papel yan eh. Talagang
Manual, no?
manual talaga. Meron kaming ginagamit na online project management tool.
Yung team mo ba are they composed or is it composed of millennials or yung range is from bata hanggang sa medyo may edad na?
Actually, ang ganda ng question mo kasi I think yun rin yung one of our competitive advantage. We're very young. I'd like to say that that's a competitive advantage siya. Kasi, siyempre, dyan din yung really being able to understand what's happening in the digital and then social media age. Meron kaming kaka-20 lang recently. Siguro average age namin nasa 23 to 24.
Wow,
So,
pwede pa pala ako
yeah.
magtrabaho diyan. Kaya lang tataas yung average.
Mag-iba na. Oo.
Mag-iiba. Kaya ko natanong yun is because it's easier talaga to adjust, to adapt, and be agile kung hindi ko sinasabi na hindi nag-a-adjust yung yung mga matured mga matured company because they do. But siguro ngayon the smaller you are, mas mabilis. Mas bata, mas mabilis din. Kumbaga parang we were used to the speed na eh. Hindi kaya dati na it takes some time for them to adjust or to make changes. Sa atin ngayon, padala mo lang yung madaling kausap ba? Mas madaling kausap ba sila or really depends kung ano yung style ng leadership and management mo?
Kailangan mo rin mag-adjust. Halimbawa, I think kailangan maging clear yung mga instructions. Kailangan always align. Kailangan importante yung communication. Importante yung relationships. I think kasi yung mga previous generations, when they look at work, ano lang siya, di ba? May clear separation ng work at saka ng life. And then, pag sinasabi mong trabaho, trabaho lang yan. Ngayon kasi yung mga millennials, and even lalong-lalo na yung mga Gen Z, important sa kanila yung philosophy, important sa kanila that they feel that they are part of a bigger purpose. So dapat yung purpose na yun, ma-communicate mo sa kanila kasi otherwise they are not able to get what they need in order to perform better and then also develop and improve.
Okay, sure. So I'm going to pause for a commercial break and then pagbalik natin, let's take off from there. Purpose, yung sense ng pinanggagalingan, yung pinanggagalingan natin, bakit tayo nandito. And you're talking about yung mga Gen Z that they're looking for that, contrary to the sa belief na yung mga Gen Z is ang tawag ito, mga entitled as well as millennials. So pag-usapan natin yan because when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to introduce something that will hopefully inspire you. The big picture on TNC will return. Welcome back. You're still watching The Big Picture on the new channel. This global pandemic is calling us to be more creative in trying to reach out to help more people. And what a great opportunity for me to introduce what Armand Sazon is doing along with his company. Dito po sa ating mga official folks. Ladies and gentlemen, please watch this video.
Empty markets, closed roads, limited physical contact. This is the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic in the Philippines. The supply of goods and services are mostly at a halt. Systems that rely on face-to-face and cash transactions are compromised, such as the fishing industry. At this time, small-scale fishers are most vulnerable. The restrictions of the lockdown have forced them to sell their catch at a lower price or exchange it for other essential goods. Income loss is rough, especially for families whose daily catch buys the nice meal. As society finds ways to adapt to a new normal after the pandemic, it's not enough to go back to an unacceptable status quo where small-scale fishers are subject to inequity in the value chain. Many online markets have become alternatives to physical spaces. However, only few involve the fisheries sector due to the product's perishability. There's also a gap for fishers to participate in e-commerce firsthand. The products are online, not the fisher. We propose to connect them closer to consumers so that they may better reap their hard work and provide for their families. Tindagat.ph is a direct fisher-to-institution online marketplace that stands for responsibly caught fish, fair work, and fair prices. Fisher accounts are created. They are assigned to work directly with their village consolidators. Consolidators fill out a designed form where they input the fisher's catch. The handwritten form is then photographed for document text detection. The information is put on Tindagat.ph, a B2B marketplace for fishers and buyers. Furthermore, buyers may also trace the product info with regard to sustainability. Revenue will come from a transaction fee based on a percentage of the sold goods to be distributed among actors. Delivery will be taken care of by an integrated logistics partner, while payments will be processed by a third-party payment solution. How does it work? Tindago.ph uses an analog-to-digital feature that converts handwriting into text document text. Fishers work with consolidators to input their fish catch information, which is then reflected in the online marketplace. B2B institutions may buy their fresh fish online, as well as learn about its sustainable fishing practices. Small-scale fishers have limited resources for income. A fisher's daily catch average can go below 1,000 pesos, including investment cost a year. The small profit margin is further shared among the fishing crew. If a sample revenue of a small-scale fisher is 5,000 pesos a month, how is it enough to support their family? By helping fishers maximize profit with a shorter chain and viable marketplace, then they are able to rise from measly wages and provide a better quality of life for their families.
Bago po dumating ang COVID-19, malaya po kami na pangisda, wala pong oras kami pumapalaot at walang pag-aalinlangan sa aming mga pamilya. Labis po naapektuhan ang hanap buhay ng COVID-19 dahil nga po sa mga isdang hindi po namin maibenta. May tumawag po sa aming mga estudyante ng AIM at ipinakita po sa amin pag-fill up po ng form ng Tindagat.ph. Labis po kaming natuwa. Nagpapasalamat po kami. Malaki po ang may tutulong ng Tindagat.ph na pwede po pala kaming sumali o mag-online para may puntahan ang aming mga produkto.
Tindaga.ph hopes to be a business game changer that creates an impact not only for society but also for the environment.
Please help me welcome back Armand Sazon, the Managing Director of H Creatives.
Hello, hi Lord, hi. Hi
Inspiring.
everyone.
Like, how did you do it? When did it start? And again, why? What was the idea? And ano nagkaroon ng ganong idea?
Sure. Okay. So, siguro, disclaimer muna. Yung nakita nyo na video doon, that's a hackathon video. So we are still developing the e-commerce website, and then siguro in a couple of weeks malalabas na namin talaga siya. Ako kasi ngayon nag-aaral ako ngayon I'm taking up my masters taking up my masters in innovation and business. Tapos doon ko nakilala yung mga partners ko dyan sa Tindagat.ph, si Flora, si Alan, si Kevin, and then si Jovi. Um, in fact, yung concept na yan o yung idea na yan, na-recognize na siya sa dalawang hackathon, and may ongoing competition rin kami ngayon na in 12 months kailangan 12 months masyado matagal yan. 12 weeks dapat matapos na namin yung prototype. So we were able to receive a grant, kaya dine-develop na talaga namin yung setup na yan. Yung isa kong kasama, si Flora, she works in a global non-profit called Rare. So she really works with fishing communities already. So alam na niya yung mga nagiging problema ng mga fisher folk natin. And nung nakikwento niya yan sa amin, parang, kasi nung nag-aaral kami, parang nirealize namin na yung innovation, it can really be a solution to problems that are affecting negatively yung mga poorest of the poor o yung mga talagang nahihirapan, yung mga marginalized sectors. So, yan yung isa sa mga goals namin, na magamit namin yung discipline ng innovation or ng technology para makatulong, maiangat or malagay lang sa isang posisyon yung mga katulad ng mga fishermen na talagang yung supply chain kasi parang ang laki ng nakukuha ng mga other actors na compared dun sa mga kinikita, na parang daily nahihirapan na nga silang to sustain their families. So,
Actually, that is true. Hindi lang dyan sa tawag dito, dan sa fishing industry. Ganun din means sa rice, anything that involves trade. I guess may inequality, parang unfair trade or something. So fair trade, if that's the goal. And then, you are in the right direction. Sige, so let us know kung paano makakatulong sa campaign mo yung TNC. So we can probably mount something up, but definitely that's an inspiring story, which I think yan yung ginagawa dapat natin. We need to reach out to more of this, because they don't have the means, the technology, and the tools to be able to continue their business nga. Otherwise, they will be taken advantage as they have been in the past na.
Correct. I agree. I completely agree with you.
Oh, good. So maganda ginagawa. Mag-play muna tayo ng game, and then babalikan kita for the last question, the mother of all questions. So game muna tayo. All right, the game involves algebra, trigonometry, and differential calculus. Game?
Sige, game.
Big or small lang to. Kung gusto mo malaki, di big. Kung gusto mo maliit, small. Walang medium kasi may mga guest ako dito. Di ba medium? Tigas ng ulo sinabi na nga big or small Okay, sige. So, let's start with coffee. Big or small?
Small.
Milk tea?
0, small.
Kita mo na. 0. Sa bagay, kung hindi nga kung hindi, di wala. Car?
Big.
House?
Small.
Walang medium Ano?
Small.
Small na lang. Para madaling linisin.
Oo.
Family.
Big.
So, a big family na small house.
Yes, para magkakasama kayo. Pero hindi siguro ngayong COVID, kailangan ng social distancing.
Oo nga, nako. Hindi pwede maliit na bahay ngayon. Credit limit.
Big.
Okay. Planet in the solar system.
Small.
Bed.
Big.
Wristwatch.
Small.
Heaven is true. except with your or from your family members and myself, who do you want to take with you to heaven when you go up tonight?
So hindi na siya big or small? Tama ba yan?
Hindi na.
Aside from family or
Except sa family members saka sa akin, sino gusto mong dalhin sa langit? Isasabay mo kung akit ka ngayon.
pwede bang maging controversial? Hindi,
Sure.
Wag na lang. Sige, si government official na lang.
Sige.
Para hindi mas para hindi
Ano pangalan ng
masyadong
government official na yan? Dapat may name. Go.
dadalhin sa heaven. Paano kung hindi tanggapin?
Saka mo na problemahin yun. Malalaman mo pag nandun na kayo. In the meantime, yung dadalahin mo, name. Name the person. Come on, Sas.
Sige, si ano natin, si minamahal na president. Yeah.
Okay, sige. Alright, sure. If you're a barber, sinong artista gusto mong gupitan ngayon? Quarantine.
Artista, mga question mo, okay yung maraming buhok, si Wolverine, anong pangalan nila? Hugh Jackman, yeah.
Hugh Jackman. Okay. If you're a gym instructor, sinong political leader ang gusto mong i-train sa gym?
Harry Roque.
You are an astronaut. Sinong gusto mong isama sa outer space?
Sorry, I'm an astronaut, sinong gusto ko isa? Yung anak ko na lang.
Okay,
enjoy
sige.
niya.
Sige. Talaga, enjoy niya outer space.
Oo, mahilig ko sa mga cosmic
Okay, cosmic relation. Ba't ba marunong pa ako? Ikaw nga yung sumasagot ng tanong. Alright. Final question. You have all the money in the world. Which company are you going to buy?
All the money in the world, Tesla.
Tesla. All right. Thank you so much for playing the game. I think you survived it.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed. Last question. With all things considered happening, we are still in a crisis. We don't know until when this will last. What do you think is the big picture in what we are facing right now?
Sa tingin ko, it's really about connecting with other people, whether friends, enemies. Kailangan hindi tayo magwatak-watak dahil sa nangyayari ngayon. Sana eventually magkaroon ng point na magsama-sama talaga tayo at magtulong-tulungan. I think that's the biggest picture. Kumbaga parang we're all in this together. Walang isang tao na makakasolve lang ng sitwasyon natin ngayon.
All right. Thank you so much. Where do they get in touch with you if they want to collaborate with you? I think you have an Instagram account or Facebook. Maybe you can invite them to like your page or follow you somewhere.
Sure. Kung kailangan nyo ng branding, social media, or advertising campaigns, you can go to itchcreatives.com or you can email me at armand@itchcreatives.com. You can also search for us on Facebook, Itch Creatives. Tapos kung institutional buyer ka naman ng mga mangingisda or gusto mong tumulong sa mga fisher folk natin, you can also get in touch with us. Meron din kaming email, armand@tindagat.ph.
Okay, they are flashed on your screen, so i-check nyo po dyan yung email address. We will also put them on the comment stream sa ating pong Facebook live. Sir Armand Sazon, Managing Director of Itch Creatives, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for your time as well. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok sa The Big Picture, presented to you by Puzzle Box BPO Inc. Also sponsored by SMDC, Unisol, Luluran, Telepreneur, Creative Voices, Step Back, The Manila Times, PAPS, PALP. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok. Hanggang bukas, Please do also watch our show sa the new channel on YouTube. And up next, 8:30 p.m. is After Shift. Stay tuned. Only here on TNC. Bye-bye.